And finally, your last question might be, how do I exactly use this network setup? So the network setup is designed to accommodate diverse learning styles and skill levels. The table of contents gives an overview of the process, and items are linkable to pages containing abbreviated instructions. Abbreviated instruction pages will contain links to 2 more detailed sets of instructions in PDF and video format. PDF and videos will contain identical instructions, so a lot of people get really confused and they try to go through both, and you don't need to. I mean, you can if you want to, but both of the instructions are identical, so just pick either the PDF or the video. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to take a look at last year's instruction set because it's going to be pretty close to the same as this year's instruction set. And the reason why is because I don't have this year's instruction set completely done yet. So I'd rather you have look at look at something that's a little bit more polished and finished. So let's look at last year's. So if I go to last year's, I'm going to make the window bigger. We can see that we have a table of contents, which is going to be the same for this year's, it's just the content will be updated. And this is a really brief outline. So if you're like a 5th year, and you've done this like 4 times already, or 3 times already, and you really don't want to, kind of dig through the weeds, you pretty much know what you need to do, well, this outline kind of helps you have an idea of what you need to do. So if you already know how to install your operating system and drivers, you don't need to go through and read all of this. You just kind of just scan through and make sure that you have each of these things installed, and then kind of just move forward. If you are a 3rd year or a 4th year and you're really not too sure about what you're doing and you still need a little bit more help, you can definitely click into one of these instruction sets. So for example, how to do backups. And another kind of outline or table of contents things appears here. It's more like an outline, kind of like a little section here, or a chapter, I guess you could call it. It's more like a section. And in here you'll see that again there's another abbreviated set of instructions. Understanding the backup system, what to back up, file manager. So these are the steps that you would need to do in order to do backups. And maybe this set of instructions is still not detailed enough for you. Well, you can also click on the PDF, or you can preview it over here. If you click on this part of it here, you'll actually download it. If you just want to preview it, you just click that little button that I had clicked on. And this is the more written, detailed instructions about how to do backups. And then if I scroll down, maybe you're someone who's not so good with written text. I know a lot of my international students are not so good with written text and they prefer to just watch videos. You can definitely watch videos. Just click play on one of these, and it will play inside of the Canvas window.
Understanding the backup system.
So I'm going to just kind of turn that down a little bit. If you don't want it to be really small like this, there's a little button right here that will allow it to go to full screen. And if you hit play after a while, depending upon your internet connection, it'll go from being blurry to a little bit more sharper. And I think there's also some settings here where you can also adjust the quality. So right now it's on a very low quality. So these are all the options that you can pick. So I'm going to hit escape on this. So again, you can do PDF or video. Some people like to do both. You don't have to do both. Like I said, the instructions are the same. So if you look at these PDF here, where it says understanding the backup system, you'll see in the PDF there will also be a section, a subsection 421. Scroll up a little bit higher here. That is understanding the backup system. So whatever is in the text is also in the video and vice versa. So one thing that you may or may not know, but one of the requirements that you'll obviously need, especially if you decide to watch the videos, is you'll need to have some sound, and I highly recommend bringing headsets so that the people around you aren't listening to these videos as well unless they want to. And then all of these links up here at the top where it says PDF version of detailed instructions, if you want to download it onto your computer, you're going to need Adobe Acrobat Reader or Acrobat Pro, some way to view PDFs.